Hi, this is writer-director Manish Gupta and you're watching Men's Day Out. This is a portal that covers gender justice from men's side. I wrote section 375 based on the Shiney Ahuja case. In 2009, I knew Shiney Ahuja because I was doing a film with him. So I used to visit him at his Oshiwara residence in Andheri. I used to meet him and his wife, Anupam. Anupam was his manager at that time. And there was a domestic help working in their house. She was a young girl of around 20 or 22. Her name was... And she was the one who used to serve water, etc. when I used to visit the house. One fine evening, I found out that Shiney has been arrested for this girl's rape. I rushed to the Oshiwara police station where the DCP told me that they have established that intercourse has taken place between Shiney and this girl. But they have not been able to establish whether the intercourse was forced or was it consensual. So I told the DCP that if by own admission, you're saying that you're not sure if the intercourse was forced, then how can you keep him in custody? Why is he in custody? You let him go because there's this benefit of doubt. So the DCP explained that he can't help it because that's the law. The law states, section 375 states that if a woman accuses a man of rape, he has to be taken into custody. He has to be arrested. So I found this a little presumptuous. Like a man being arrested without him being proven to having raped somebody, you know. Now, I met Anupam at her house again, and at this time Shiney was behind bars. Anupam was devastated. Her life had come apart because her husband has been accused of rape. Now, Anupam explained to me that the DNA report in India is not foolproof. It is highly error prone because a DNA report is made by matching DNA samples. And it goes, the samples go through many laboratories, there's a chemical process, and it's a very complicated procedure. So there's a high margin of error in this procedure. It's not foolproof. It's highly error prone. And also, the DNA report can be manipulated by the police. That is what her version of events was. Now, I was intrigued by this case. So I read the charge sheet. And in the charge sheet, I read the statement given by this girl survivor to the police. Her statement was in Marathi and in Hindi. While reading the statement, a chill ran down my spine. It was very, very disturbing. She had described in graphic detail how he subjugated her and how he, raped her. Though she did not use the word rape, she used the word atyachar. But she described what he did to her, and it was very authentic. Her pain was coming through in her words. Now at this point of time, I didn't understand what to believe. Should I believe Anupam or should I believe this girl? Here there was a woman whose husband has been accused of rape, and here there's a young girl from a marginalized section of society who's been raped, who's been exploited. So I didn't know who to believe. So it was very ambiguous. That's when I wrote this story. The basic story I wrote at this time. Then after some years, I started researching this case. And I started visiting the Sessions Court at Kala Ghoda in Bombay. At the Sessions Court in Kala Ghoda, there are 3 courtrooms dedicated to rape cases. They hear only rape cases. Surprisingly, here I saw, to my shock, that a maximum number of cases, to the tune of 80%, were rape cases filed by the man's ex-girlfriend, or the man's ex-fiance, or the man's ex-live-in partner. So there was an overwhelming number of fake rape cases. So then I started attending these hearings. I sat in 160 court hearings. And I spoke to lawyers, I spoke to public prosecutors, I spoke to judges, I spoke to actual survivors, I spoke to accused men, and I spoke to their families. I saw a pattern in here. I saw that rape in many cases, the word rape was being used as a tool for revenge or for settling a score or sometimes for extortion or sometimes simply to get the man off the girl's back. Sometimes the family wanted to get rid of the man because he was probably hounding her when she wanted to probably break up and he was insisting. So they wanted to get the man off her back, and so they filed a rape complaint. So I saw that rape, which is a heinous crime, which is a burning issue facing our country, had been turned into a tool for revenge and had been trivialized. I saw that rape was being trivialized. I spoke to certain so-called rape survivors, women, who were openly talking to me about what happened to them, and they were laughing about it, and they were saying that, okay, I taught the man a lesson, etc. But by their demeanor and by the brazen way in which they were speaking and they were laughing about it, it was very obvious that they had not been raped. It was very, very obvious. So it was obvious that they had a hidden agenda, and some of them even admitted to that. So, but at the same time, there were genuine rape survivors who were always sitting with their faces covered with the dupatta, and they were sitting in a corner, very guarded and protected by the family, and they wouldn't speak. Of course, a person who's been raped wouldn't want to speak about her ordeal to some unknown person. So they were very, very reluctant to speak. Now, these were the genuine rape survivors. So what I observed was the phenomenon of cry wolf was going on there at the courtroom. So because of these overwhelming number of fake rape cases, the genuine rape survivor, a genuine rape survivor's testimony was coming under doubt, so by the judiciary and by the police, because of so many number of fake rape cases, the genuine rape survivor, her testimony was came under a radar of doubt, whether she has also filed a fake rape complaint. So in this way, I observed that a fake rape complaint adversely affects women on the whole. In a holistic manner, women are the worst sufferers in a fake rape case, because it puts a genuine survivor's testimony to doubt. And it's not only for rape cases, this is true for sexual harassment cases, molestation cases, and the entire lot, all sexual offences. Because when you have such a large number of fake rape cases, the judiciary and the police are tired. They are tired and they are wary of such fake rape cases. So they are now less likely to believe a genuine survivor's testimony. So women are the worst affected by a fake rape case. So the message of Section 375 is this, that by filing a fake rape case, a woman is not only punishing the man, but she's also punishing all the genuine rape survivors who unfortunately had the horrible experience of being raped. The movie has not taken sides. The movie is not biased. The movie does not have a gender bias. So the movie does not show that all men are innocent, nor does it show that all women are innocent. It has a very balanced view. When there is a very low conviction rate for rape, and rape is rampant and a burning issue faced by the country, at the same time, fake rape cases are also a very, very serious issue, and they are trivializing this heinous crime of rape. So that's the message of the film, and that is why I made this film. Thank you.